Welcome to Silent Tacticians. I'm Raminator and I was raised in Recoil. Not just the recoil of a weapon, but the recoil of life. 45 years under pressure, 20 of those years in environments most people will never truly understand, taught me something most people learn too late. People do not break because life hits them, they break because they never learned how to respond. Most do not collapse from impact, they collapse from reaction. They were trained to talk instead of think, to react instead of stabilize, to express instead of control, and every uncontrolled response makes the recoil worse. So stop saying the past is the past. It is not. Your past does not disappear. It either builds you or breaks you. Every hit you took, every decision you made under pressure, every action you chose through your own free will has brought you to where you stand right now. Nothing is random. Nothing is accidental. You are living inside the patterns you created. And if you do not like where you are, then it is time to do something different. Not talk, not excuses. Think, adjust, apply. Because until you learn from recoil, you will keep repeating it. That is where the silent tactician is built, not in comfort, but in recoil. You absorb it, you stabilize, you return, you advance. That is the system. Not hype, not empty talk, control. Silence is not weakness. Silence is power, because silence means you are not reacting. You are observing, processing, calculating, and when you finally act, it is precise. And understand this, your mouth is a weapon. Every word is a round, and once it leaves, you do not get it back. No recall, no correction, no second shot. A word without judgment becomes damage. Most people fire constantly, talking, reacting, explaining, defending, with no aim, no control, just noise with consequences. But silence works in reverse. You do not fire unless it matters. You hold, you observe, you calculate, and when you finally speak, it lands. Direct, precise, final. Because you did not waste rounds, you made them count. Power does not need noise. Reality does not respond to words, it responds to patterns. The people who rise are the people who observe, identify, move, and execute. That is it. You do not talk your way out of problems. You think your way out. You act your way out. We live in a world addicted to noise, talking instead of building, consuming instead of thinking, reacting instead of controlling, drowning in stimulation and then wondering why direction disappears. Let me make something clear. This is not a military channel. This is not a slogan channel. This is not back the blue. This is not manifestation. You can repeat whatever sounds good, but without action, without discipline, without removing the habits that keep poisoning your future, nothing changes. People talk, people announce, people pretend, but they do not execute. And if you are building something, build it right. If you run a business, run it with standards. If you create a product, make sure it does what you say it does. Do not lie to people. Do not poison the masses for profit, because that is noise too, and noise always gets exposed. And understand this, your identity is not your affiliation. It is not a uniform, not a logo, not an organization. Your identity is built by your decisions, your discipline, and how you operate when nobody is watching. That is what people truly respect. Not what you claim, but how you move. This channel rejects distraction, rejects empty promises, rejects noise. Only critical thinking, only structure, only control. Life is recoil. You act, there is response. You build, there is resistance. You improve, something pushes back. That is not failure. That is feedback. Most people panic when recoil hits. They blame, they complain, they lose control. A silent tactician does something different. They absorb, they study, they adjust. Because recoil never lies. It shows you exactly where you are weak every single time. Everything here comes from pressure, from reality, from moments where control was not optional, it was survival. That is what it means to be raised in recoil. This is not a get-rich channel. This is not theory. This is not motivation. This is application. Real patterns, real behavior, real control. The goal is simple. Solve problems, not talk about them. So it starts now. Observe yourself. Pause at every reaction. Measure every decision. Study every outcome. Because awareness is where control begins. This is Silent Tacticians, where silence is discipline, action is truth, and every move has recoil. Stay silent, stay sharp, stay tactically aware. This is just the beginning.